All right, so this character is level 34. It's a warlock. This one is not a dark bargainer, though. This is just basically my minion enchanter warlock that is put into the Fey Pact, basically. So that's like my normal build. So we have all the normal spells, and this character is high enough that I can use my hirelings. So the first things first, right? We are going to activate all of our stuff, and then we'll go to the Hall of Heroes, and we'll pick up all of the stuff from that vendor. Little broccoli juice to get my mana back. Looks like I have a free gold roll on this server. So we'll do that once we get there. The gear on this character is pretty similar to what I normally run. I'm basically using the Waking Ancestor set. I believe I have... Okay, I'm using a 5-piece Salt Marsh and a 3-piece Isle of Dread, and then I have a couple of pieces from Feywild. And my weapon is a dinosaur short sword that I have crafted for charisma. And I'm using a whole bunch of like the filigree sets I'm using are lunar magic, autos, and coalesce magic, basically standard caster stuff. This character's not super min-maxed, but it is what it is, right? All right, just give me one of everything. And then let's see, did I get my vial? No, so it doesn't look like they added it to the code for this. You have to actually specifically ask it for the bottle. It looks like everything else got claimed. Yeah, because like I said, I claimed all this stuff on my main. So it looks like you have to ask for that bottle specifically. Probably because they just added it and they haven't updated the script. So I already used that. We already took a look at all these cosmetics. I like them. Do I have this hireling already? I do. I do. Okay. Well, let's see if on this server this works. We'll try going to Lamordia. Okay, no. So they have not turned on the actual teleport yet for this device, right? But what we can do is update and use it like we did on the other server as our like go-to item. So give me the dragon. Since that doesn't work, I'm just going to use this old Ravenloft one and then the Salt Marsh. While we wait for that, we'll do the free gold roll. Ah, I rolled a 12. That's terrible. This character made some shards on the auction house, so we'll do a, since I'm live streaming, we'll pay the 12 and we'll do another instead of doing the silver. That one I rolled a 76. I got another one of those potions. Dude. So this should be a lot easier now. Because I'm at cap, right? And on this server, you can see there's just a lot less people. So the lag will be a lot better. Okay, so we'll do body snatchers on R1. See how it goes. The stuff was hitting very hard on the other server, but we'll see. We already know what's going on. We'll just talk to these people. I don't think there's anywhere else to go out here. I just want to make sure. I did miss this newspaper before. Body snatching scourge continues. Resurrectionist gang runs rampage. Bodies of the newly interred continue to vanish from Ludendorff cemeteries, causing further sorrow for the recently bereaved. Situation has become so severe that the authorities are contemplating a ban on burials until the problem can be controlled. It is universally agreed that criminal gangs are responsible for the shocking thefts. Body snatchers or resurrectionists have spread unchecked in recent months, some stating that the demand for the new type of servitors is to blame. When reached for comment, however, Baron von Albrecher denied that this was the case. Dr. Mordenheim's inventions are essential during these troubling times. It is imperative that we create no impediments to her innovations. So, that sounds very suspicious. Bros, they're making stuff out of dead bodies. Oh god, look at that. Here we go. Have fun with my... This stuff hits so hard. There we go. Do I need to go in here? I'm gonna go in here. We'll deal with these little grumshkas. I just don't want to get blown up by their little magical explosions there. Yeah, these dudes aren't that tough. For some reason, the rats, they're just so strong because they get like fortification bypass. Alright, these are the people stealing bodies. The same thing with crows, too. These things have the fortification bypass, so, like, they just get right in and do a ton of damage to you. Especially, my character has, like, 100 PRR. That's really low, so... But I should be able to actually, like, CC these things now, right? There we go. Okay, so I guess you could avoid that room altogether. There is a chest hidden back there. I should probably get it just because it has mats in it that I need, right? So, darling. Oh, she failed. Bro, really? No, 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 no. Don't close the door on me. Do that. That's it. There we go. 7 bleak alternators. All right, we'll take them. I'm just gonna pin her here because she'll die if she fights with me. So, but if we need her to find a trap or something like that, we'll keep her around. All right, we're just gonna follow these people. We went that other way. We got the woman's book, but that's just like this is where we died on the other. And I've got to get rid of these dudes in the back because those are the ones who with that force damage that killed me on the other server. Okay, there we go. Big difference. This is a very strange apartment complex, by the way. I don't think I'd want to live here. Look at this. Maybe this is the laundry room? Oh. I love carrion crawlers. They're super cool. Like OG monster from back in the day. So the reason we use her is because we're a minion enchanter, right? So like all of our minions are buffed by our buffs. They gain access to our mantle. Even though she doesn't move, she will throw out heals. She'll throw out DPS. Her DPS isn't very high, but we want the heal, basically. She's just another source of heal. You see, she put a regenerate on me. So, and she will grab aggro. She's coded like Larafay. Alright, so we've got a locked door. And we have a rogue. Let's see if you can open that door, darling. Oh, fire beetles. Don't kill darling. Alright, there we go. Okay, open this door, please. So is this where I need to go, or is it just like... This looks like I've been here already, although I'm assuming there's a secret door here. No? Okay, that I know where I am. Yeah. Alright, that was really weird. Protection against body snatchers. Well-known fact that many hundreds of graves and vaults are constantly disturbed for dark purposes. The only remedy for such depredations is the Mord-safe patient coffin enclosure, as its ingenious design not only protects the mortal remains of the departed, but also prevents the valuable coffin from being stolen. This eminently useful device costs a mere 20 gold pieces. That's super cheap. And maybe had within a few hours notice. Leanham and Sons, the Undertakers. Okay. So we'll probably come across some of these things, I'm assuming. I have no idea. All right, so that's the door we just went through and picked, right? And I went up. I think I just went down, so we're gonna try going the other way. All right, we found a restaurant. So, like, we found another restroom. Okay. See if there's anywhere else I can go down here. Okay, yep, there's a door. We're trying to find our way out to the street. An angry voice rings from the courtyard. Where are my bodies, Schmidt? You promised. Schmidt is the old guy, the dude with the... who manages the property. Can I break that glass? I'm gonna try. We'll try. Doesn't look like I can. A voice cries out in terror. Arr. Something happened out there. Somebody's getting killed. Is he getting killed? Schmidt's hut is stuffed full of dead bodies. Troggy Trog, good to see you. It's playing alright. There are some things that I found that aren't working. Like the new bottle of mist does not take you anywhere at the moment. They need to fix it. It looks like I have to do this puzzle to get out that door. So, in the bottle of mist that they gave us for this new expansion is exactly the same as the old one. It just takes you, like, the new gate. Well, I'll show you as soon as this quest is done. The new gate is opposite the old gate. So if you had the old bottle of mist, you'd go to the probably, like, really close to the same spot. A lone woman stands watching the murderous body snatchers. Let's talk to her. The woman stands there silently watching the grave robbers. She seems totally oblivious to the cold. We say, ma'am, you should leave. I would never actually say that, by the way. It's not safe here. Those are grave robbers. I mean, she's alive. She has nothing to worry about it. And I'll say again, is it really bad that these people are taking the dead bodies? Do we really want the dead bodies all over the city? I don't think so. Oh, she's evil, bad, whatever. She just attacked me. Or she's attacking them too. Okay, I'll take the help. So maybe she's not bad. These things hit so hard. Oh my god. Dieter the Bite, the deadmonger lieutenant, and the bystander who's seemingly unaware, and she's moving like a ghost. Will Matil, good to see you. It's always better after restart during off hours. Absolutely, bro. Like, I was on Shadowdale for a little while because I wanted to make sure I got all my first time stuff on my main for this activation of this expansion. My main is level 24 and a Dark Bargainer, so I tried doing these quests on Elite, but these quests on Elite are level 38 Legendary. I'm level 24, so like we tried. I did R1, I died. I did Elite, I died. So like here we are on Cormyr now. Cormyr is the smallest server. There's no lag. But I am on a Fey Pact Warlock, level 34, capped out with pretty decent gear. It's not super great, but it's pretty decent. And you can see the damage that they're doing to me. Like this content is definitely tweaked high. So this is R1, and these things are very, very tough. Like, I'm just taking hundreds of damage every second from these things. I do a lot of healing, self-healing. I have a lot of hots rolling on me, so usually, unless I'm taking a crap ton of damage, you won't even see my health go down, but they've been knocking my health down because I've been taking so much. I could, of course, make it a little bit better. Like, I could reapply displacement, you know, like... you can also see in real time the Warlock DPS is so bad, but Super slow. Hey, we did it. That's a pretty fast quest. Give me something good. All right, I got a sun augment. I got some crafting mats. And I got a piece of random gear. But we are now in Lamordia, right? Yes, we are. So we are in the Slayer zone of Lamordia. Excellent. And here is some XP. I was a street rat down on her luck like everyone else. Then I met Victra, got along like a house of fire. We had quite a time until that day, the day she gave me the unbreakable heart. Then, well, you could say we had a difference of opinion. I left. Now I live forever with this thing in my chest. Oh boy. So they Karlacked her, basically. Even though what I want more than anything is to see it destroyed. Yeah, she got Karlacked. They basically put a heart in her chest. Wow, we are actually... Okay, the crumbling tenements. We're actually in a city. It looks cool. It's very sort of industrial. Inspired by Gothic architecture, probably, right? I wonder how big this map is. That was cool. Those are tree stumps. Everything is covered in snow. Cold light walker. Undead, I'm assuming. It won't let me examine him, so I'm not quite sure. I'm assuming it's an undead. See if I can look at these scientists. No, can't examine any of these mobs. I'm not sure why. These look like humans or whatever. Living. Electrical servitor. I have no idea what that even means. Can't examine them either. They look like undead though, like zombies. Yeah, and they behave like zombies. So that's a zombie. Servitor. Oh, gypsies? I mean, we are in Ravenloft, right? These should be gypsies. Yeah, they are. That's cool. It's a very interesting city. It looks very familiar. I wonder if they modeled it after an actual city. No idea how to get onto the roof though, but it looks like there's quite an elaborate system. I see a ladder. Oh, I see. There's... Wow. I wonder, what do you guys think? Do you think they're going to give us player housing? I mean, they just literally, World of Warcraft just launched a player housing update for WoW after 20, however many years. What is it now? 25 years? That game, now it finally has housing. I've been saying since DDO was made, like back when I was doing beta testing, hey, you have housing in Lotro, we need housing in DDO. Never seemed to take on, like, the catch on as a popular opinion, but I still think that we need it. Uh, okay, let's see. Can I jump from one building to another? Yes. And these fixers, they're like actual humans. This is super weird. Oh, look at that in the distance. That's neat. We'll go check that out. I might be a little too low to jump up to that, so. So I wonder if I can go in any of these buildings, right? So, for example, that building below us looks like a normal, like a house. So we'll go try to drop in and see if we can go into it. I'm going to assume we cannot. But it looks like there is a quest entrance right there. Looks like there's no way to get into these buildings, actually. That's unfortunate. That's one thing that I really do like about WoW, that if you go to any, like, location on the map, you can actually go really far into most of the buildings. It doesn't look like they have these doors coded, though, to open. But it does look like some of them are quests, right? So, like, this here is the asylum. Oh, boy. Okay, you need to pick that up. So I'm assuming that there is a, like an area where they give out all the quests. So, like, you know what we can do is try... That's really weird. What just happened? Am I still in the prime material plane? Oh, I am. Okay, I lost the town. Oh, so that's like a graphic error. So I will, after this stream, I'll update my graphics card, because that could be it, but maybe it's just coded like incorrectly. It needs to be fixed. There's policemen? Oh, yeah, we read about rifles too. Like, we gotta see if we can actually find a rifle. The city hall is open if you have business. All right, let's find it. We do have business. Let's see what this says. I'm digging it. I am so happy they gave us an explorable Slayer zone. Like, they really, I wanted one. I love the one that they gave us for the last expansion. I wanted one for Upper Moorgrave. We never got one for Upper Moorgrave. I was hoping that they gave us like this big college campus to run around on and maybe attack crazy students and things like that. Ludendorff's a hard town for anyone. The lucky ones get a roof over their heads and a hot meal every day. I didn't get that chance. I grew up hard. I grew up hard. Is that... I don't understand what that means. I doubt me and mom and dad, rest their souls, would think much of a girl, the girl I am today. That's life. Do your best. Maybe you'll live to see some moments of beauty. Okay, we're reading Elise's journal, part 2. Okay, that's the woman who was Karlaked. That's the woman who got the fake thing in her chest. Down in the muck. All right, Elise. We need to find Elise. Right? Maybe she's even a tiefling, like Karlak. Maybe they gave her the Karlak treatment. So these mobs are all super easy. Is that the city hall? Yes, it is. Ooh. I think you're right there, man. Well, I think, yeah, it probably will blow up if everybody tries to log in. Like, I'm not even going to try playing. So here it is. So this is super cool. I love this architecture. I hope that they give us player housing, because it would be really cool to have like a stronghold like this. So there's a bunch of quests, a whole bunch of quests. Oh my god, look at them all. Ah, so you've encountered the Deadmongers and walked away alive. Well done. The fewer of them there are, the better off our city is, though I know there are those who feel otherwise. You've earned the bounty for your efforts. Enjoy. If you wish to help us more, speak to the mayor. That's the chief of police. Anything good? One slot. A blue slot. We don't want blue slot. A red slot. We don't care about a red slot. I'm just gonna take the heart seeds. They really are the best. Alright, this is the saga. That's the heroic saga. And then this is the legendary saga. We've already done one of the quests. Beneath the city, special delivery. How much you want to bet that that's about dead bodies? The proper authorities, the wish. That sounds interesting. Ends and means, minor sacrifice. Yeah, they did talk about a mine. Cold snap. We probably have to go fight. In the trailer, there were all those ice elementals. Locked Away, part 1 and 2. Snowfall and Sunlight. The Zookeeper. That sounds interesting. And then A Light in the Attic. So we'll see. I don't know. I mean, I wonder if they made any of these quests similar to Ravenloft's quests. So here's part 1. This is the mayor. Greetings, friend. I'm mayor here. His name is Vogelhertz. Okay, Mayor Vogelhertz says, I have the honor of welcoming you to Ludendorff, the finest city in all of Lamordia. Ludendorff. I regret that I cannot offer you a warmer welcome, but these are troubled times. There's the weather, of course. It's snowing out, right? We don't like snow. It seems that the winter will never end, and there are these damn gangs of body snatchers. They scour the city. Bro, listen to me, Vogelhertz. They are taking away the dead bodies. Are they really so bad? I mean, yeah, the ones digging up the graveyard are weird, but there are people dead in the street. They should be taken away. They scour the city like flocks of grim vultures. I wish I could be rid of them. Well, that sounds like a job. Do you mean the deadmongers? You want to hire me to get rid of them? I just ran in with them. Really? How extraordinary. It appears that I've stumbled across a champion willing to fight for our city. Okay, we get it. Yes, hire us. We'll go and take care of the gang of body snatchers. It warms my heart. Will you pursue vile grave robbers? Many grieving families of Ludendorff will be grateful to know that the dead mongers have been punished. I'll help you fight the body snatchers, or what was that you said about the weather being unusual? I'm just gonna say yes or help. To truly deal with the dead mongers, we must find out where they gather. I asked my staff to pass on any information, and the city superintendent thinks he knows where they are. Talk to Earnhardt Guildmeister. He'll explain. All right. The city clerk. Is this... What do you think will happen when I click on this? Do you think it's like a guild? Make a guild? Do you think it's a bank? I think it might be like make a guild, right? Oh, it doesn't do anything. Okay. And what about this? This is going to take us back to Eberron, right? Yes. Okay. That's the hireling vendor. Did they give us any new hirelings? We're going to take a look. Bulwark, Wyo, Urethra, they're all old. Garrett, old. Albereth is already... Yeah, I don't see any new ones, unfortunately. That's too bad. They really need to add more. Here's all the trainers. Let's see if they sell anything unique at this vendor. Broccoli juice, bacon, dirty kobold, Galanda distillate. No, it doesn't look like it. That's unfortunate. That's like a lore. You know, they could have added some lore specific stuff here. And maybe they will going forward, but like Stormreach Lemonade, bro, this is so far from Stormreach. How are they getting Stormreach Lemonade here? Seriously. Like, that's just crazy. I hope they update that list to make it more lore specific. But that's just a little, you know, a little thing that I look for. A lot of people probably don't even care. Here's Guildmeister, the superintendent. Let's see what they say. Oh, you're looking for the deadmongers. Yep, that's right. As city and superintendent, I can tell you where to find them. Everything the city workers see is reported to me. Every broken water main, every pothole, every street light. Yes, every report of gang members in places where they ought not to be. Why don't you stop them? That's absolutely what we're going to ask them. Why are you just standing here, dude? Why don't you go do it? I'm not the chief of police. My employees maintain the city's infrastructure. They're not trained to battle brutal gangsters. All right, fine. I am. And even if they were, I couldn't spare them. There's too much for us to maintain the city, the harbor, the streets, the water system, not to mention the miles and miles of tunnels. Oh, God. What tunnels? Oh, there's a huge network of tunnels under Ludendorff. Didn't you guys know that? Tunnels for steam pipes, tunnels for water pipes, tunnels for coal delivering, storage, sewers, everything you can imagine. It sounds like a Diablo-style dungeon. Who would have thought? It's a devil of a thing to keep running, though I can't deny that tunnels have come in handy, what with the streets being choked with snow. I mean, I'm not going to lie, that is based. Yeah, if it's snowing out and it's warm in those tunnels. Let's get back to the deadmongers, bro. Where are they? Okay, so my employees tell me the deadmongers often go to the cemetery. Gee, who'd have knew that? Like, I could have looked there, man. Give me a better lead than that. Odd, fresh bodies were robbed from a cemetery ages ago. Why go to the cemetery? Odder still, my employees say the deadmongers enter the graveyard, but they don't always come out. Okay, so they have a secret base under the graveyard. Again, who would have thought? I think I know what's going on. Rumors say the deadmongers have a headquarters at a place called Dead Man's Crossing, but we never knew it was there. I think the entrance to Dead Man's Crossing is hidden somewhere in the cemetery. Unfortunately, I can't convince any of my employees to go there and check it out. Check out the theory they wrote. They say they'd rather be fired than face the wrath of the body snatchers. Well, lucky you. I'm going to go there and confront them. All right, so I'm not going to pick up any other quests because I want to see what it does for my map. It doesn't look like there's anything else in here that I can interact with. I'll just check up here really quick. Yeah, okay, this is the crafting station. Oh, that's very cool. This is the heroic crafting. Nice. So this is basically very similar to the dinosaur stuff. So we should be able to make some pretty cool, pretty decent gear from this. Looks like level 8, you get plus 70 equipment bonus. That seems pretty good. At level 8, you're getting a plus 5. That's actually really good because, you know, like the formula to figure out whether your buff is good is take the level and divide it by 2, right? So at level 8, the buff that you're looking for is +4. This is giving a +5. That's really good. That's really good. 10% bonus to spell damage at level 8 is also really good. Crit damage. Double strike 6% at 8 is really good. 10% crit. Yeah, all this stuff looks really good. Quality, you can get quality decks. Quality is really difficult to find, even later on in Epic. So to get it at level 8 in Heroics, that's really, really good. You know, is it going to make or break it? You could probably just blow through Heroics without worrying about getting +1 quality. But if you're min-maxing and if you were trying to do like High Skull Reapers at low level in Heroics, then yeah, every bit helps. So that's really good. That means that there's got to be a legendary one here too. Yep, there it is. So let's see what the bonus is for 12% spell crit damage bonus. What about the strength quality? So that gives you a +3 quality. That's pretty standard. That's good. +17 stun, +12 resist. Relentless Fury. Relentless Fury is very good. 310 Wizardry, +23 Armor Piercing. Yeah, all these are really good. +2 Sacred DCs, +2 Profane. That's the same. That's not changed. Death Block and Ghostly in 1 buff. That's good. Oh, and there's a... So that's good. That looks like they let you slot 4 of the Lamordia ones, and then they give you 2 of the normal augments. That's pretty cool. So that means at some point I'll like pick up... Right now I'm using a dinosaur bone weapon. At some point I'll pick up... Basically, I'm using a short sword, so I'll just basically grab a short sword. This one right here. I'll pick up one of those once I have enough mats. And then we'll start like trying to map out what we're going to do. Pretty cool. See what's up this side. This is the spirit binder. We're absolutely going to bind ourselves here. Keepers of the Feather patron. So this, once you do the quest and you get the... Yeah, for Lamordia, we talked to that person. Okay. Oh, and these are all like artifacts on display. These are mummified bodies. Let's see what it says. Thanks to the ingenuity of Dr. Victor Mordheim, these reanimated servitors repurposed the natural remains of the dearly departed to serve as an infatigable labor force for all of Lamordia. That's almost identical to what they did on the Isle of Dread. Remember that the Islanders had the Ever Living or whatever they were called, where the any of the people of the village who died would come back as zombies to help them continue farming and stuff. I forget what they were called, but it's very similar. This is much more gothic and creepy. They're laying there like mummies, but... Bro, if they give us housing, look, now we've got taxidermy, you know? Like, you could make these, they could have monsters in the wild drop taxidermy skins, and then you could take them to a taxidermist and make that for your house. They do the same exact thing already in Lord of the Rings, right? That's exactly what they do. Yeah, I would love it if they added housing in this game. Let's see what that says. Since the onset of winter, Baron von Albrecher has ordered the construction of a new modern fishing fleet to provide the city of Ludendorff with reliable, pristine nutrition. Okay, that's cool. W to that guy. W Baron von Albrecher. Let's see what this is. That is a giant skeleton. At one time, Lamordia was the home to an impressive race of giants. However, now these gargantuan creatures are close to extinction. Experts estimate only a handful still roam, but they still roam, right? We need to be on the lookout for some rare giants. I'm assuming the zookeeper is a quest. All right, so I'm not going to talk to anybody who's giving a quest because I don't want to alter my map. I want to know where to go for this first quest. So we're looking for these grave robbers. We think that they have a base underneath the graveyard. And we're going to go back out into the Slayer Zone to find it. They basically made this like a European city. Like, basically, it's pretty cool. It seems to be very, very big, too. Like, from what I've seen so far, jumping around from roof to roof to roof, like... Okay, the quest that I'm looking for is on my map. I'll pull up my map. So we can see it, it's highlighted. There's a lot of quests around us, but the one I'm looking for is right there. Dead Man's Crossing. And so I should get the little arrow indicator on my map, which I am. So I'm just gonna follow that. I wonder if I can jump into this water. Oh my god, it lets you. Can I swim underwater? I can, but it's not very deep. I think I can get up over here. I honestly didn't think it would let me. That looks like a crazy building in front of us. We want to know what that is. How much you want to bet that that's where the crazy wizard lady lives who's animating all these dead bodies? The sea lion? This is a bird watcher enthusiast, so this is a rare. Hey, tell me, friend, are you a fellow avian aficionado? I mean to say, are you a bird watcher? Bro, they just added bird watching in Lord of the Rings Online as like they have fishing and now they have bird watching. So you can literally go around the game and collect, like, you can level up bird watching now. I wonder if this is like prep for that in DDO. Ah, yes, these days petrels are indeed the sole species to be seen here. Yet it was not always that way. Once upon a time, Lamordia was home to all kinds of birds, songbirds, terns, owls, and so on. But then that got changed. What happened to the birds? Endless winter spelled doom for most of the birds. That's sad. I generally like birds, but I think they're fake. I don't know about you guys. Right? Aren't they fake? Birds that lived here on warm weather things like seeds and grubs. Where the first go when the food sources disappeared, only birds could survive this frigid environment. All the birds were eaten. The environment is so harsh, only the most stubborn, most voracious, most blood-thirsty predatory birds could survive. Yeah, but then what are the predatory birds eating? People? They must be eating people. That proved to be the northern petrel. Now the petrel's food source is almost gone. The waters close to the shore are almost devoid of fish. This leaves only reliable source of flesh for the petrels to turn on, leading me to one inevitable, terrifying conclusion that they're eating people. Yeah, and here they are. They're attacking me now. We got some bleak wire. That's great. We need that. I'm pretty sure the bleak wire is like the black pearls. I could be wrong, but it's a crafting mat. It's one of the rarer crafting mats, I think. So cool that we found that dude. I wonder if he's gonna be there all the entire, like that's where he always spawns, or if they're random. Bro, I feel kind of like I'm doing like a DoorDash, like delivering food to somebody. All these apartment complexes. Look at that. They even have water drains. We thought we were playing DDO, and now we're playing like like a simulator, city simulator. They need like a park with swings and a slide. Nope, not seeing anything. Dead Man's Crossing. Well, now, this place looks fun. It's got to be the graveyard. It is. It's a graveyard. All right, let's go. Lock in for the graveyard. Beneath the city streets, level 38. Legendary. We're level 34, so it's quite higher than us. We'll do it on R1. You've come to this graveyard to find Dead Men's Crossing, where the body snatchers are said to congregate. Time to time to track down the leaders of the dead mongers. Yes, all right. So where are they? They're living underneath this, right? Like that's what we learned from talking to that dude. Are they just standing out in the middle of the day digging up graves? Like, bro. No wonder why nobody goes near them. I thought too that those are those birds, right? Those have to be those birds that we just read about, because he said those are the only birds that are left, but they don't look the same. Those look like seagulls. So they may need to fix that lore, right? Unless there's something going on with those birds. Bro, I don't want to bother the slum dogs. It's too bad that they just randomly attacked me. I wouldn't have attacked them. Right? We like dogs. We're gonna leave the dogs alone. I mean, obviously they attacked us. But if this were like pen and paper, I would have told the DM, like, we're gonna ignore the dogs. Like, just stay out of their way. Not gonna fight the dogs, but in this game it's impossible to do that. Like, there's no parlay option. So that looks interesting. The door to the mausoleum is missing. Look inside, you can see a ladder poking up from a hole in the ground. Apparently Dead Man's Crossing is under the ground. I wonder if it's in that massive tunnel system that he was telling us about. This is where I would cast my light spell. Well, they haven't added light spell to this game yet, but they should. More rats. I've fought so many rats since this expansion started. Like, there's just rats everywhere. Alright, we're going left. We always go left first. Big surprise, folks. More rats. Alright, well, that door is not interactable. There's nothing on the ceiling. I'm not sensing anything, although I guess I could pull out a rogue and actually look, but we'll see what is the other way. I think that was just a dead end. A network of tunnels connects the basement of the buildings up above. No doubt they're intended to make moving goods around the city easier, but it appears that the body snatchers have found other uses for the passages. Meaning what? They like filled it with dead bodies and zombies? Probably. Probably. Is that a fish pie? That looks like a fish pie. Okay, we can go up. I'm not gonna go up yet. I'm gonna see what's in this door. Little cute Grimshkas. I like these things. I love how they sound like little angry cats, but they're actually weird little aliens. We'll go left. Poltergeists. We fought these in the last place we did too. These things like throw rocks at you or something. Plates. Throw down my hireling. It looks like the floor is electrified over there. Alright, can I actually interact with this thing or am I just gonna die? Oof, that's a lot of electrical damage. It doesn't have anything to click on it, so I don't think I can fix it. It looks like it's just a spot of DPS on the ground that you want to avoid while you're fighting. Yeah, okay, I can't seem to notice anything there. We'll go through this door here. Okay, these are just basically like normal people. Hey, stranger. Looking for that dead monger lady? Yes, we are. She just tore through here like all the ghosts of the damned were hot on her heels, went through the door to the north. Okay, dead mongers have a base in these tunnels. Thanks for the info. Alright, so the door to the north is right here. But these people could be like fake. Like that could be fake info just to trap me, right? Don't want to stand in that. Oh, that was a lot of damage, bro. Like 1,200 almost. Okay, this is definitely optional because it's locked. Oh, it's just a bunch of dogs. Oh, and there's a Reaper. Okay. Throw out my hireling. Try to... Yeah, there we go. Oh, there's another one of those electrical things. It doesn't look like it's malfunctioning in this room, though. This light bearer dog has so many hit points. He spotted a secret door. Where did you see that? There it is. Uh-oh. Traps. Is there a box you can disable? No. Luckily, we have evasion, so like that trap didn't really hurt me. Let's see if he can find a box. Yeah, there it is. I get evasion from the build. I do Shadow Dancer, so I get it from that Darkest Luck, which is pretty cool. I have almost an 80 reflex save too, so like my armor class is terrible, my PRR is terrible, so having evasion actually helps. Ungarmax, good to see you. Thanks for dropping in and saying hi. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. Hope all you guys are having a good day. I'm wondering if this stuff is like optional up here. It feels like it's supposed to. I found a tavern. So this is very inspired by the Baldur's Gate underground where they had the Thieves Guild, except in that city they were basically like buying and selling for the underground market. They weren't, you know, like the zombie masters. That's cool. All right, so we found a little bar underground. Everyone's talking about the Deadmongers. Let's see, this chatty resident. Looking for the Deadmongers, are you? They never cared for... I never cared for them. I know everyone down here. They're so ghoulish. The only Deadmonger I could stand was a girl named Elise. Right, we've been reading about her. We've been reading her. She's the one that they put the thing. She got Karlach. They put the thing in her chest. She was decent. Where can we find Elise? Oh, well, she's not around here. Elise left some time ago, went off to work for one of the scientists. Now I think that about it, I heard she died. Probably not the Deadmonger you're looking for then. Elise used to be an important member of the Deadmongers, but people think that she died. Let's see if this person is selling anything weird. The base is to the east. No, so we can't buy anything. We just basically got some information from that dude. So I'm pretty sure this is east. I think they need to add in like a spider patch for this game. So like in the UI, if you don't like spiders, you could turn it off. That appears to be where they're coming from, right? That Skyborn is hitting so hard, it's insane. Okay, the Dead Man's Wrath of Deadman, the Haunt of Deadman's Crossing. That is a super cool looking ghost. Look at that thing. That's awesome. Actually, let me make sure I have my death ward on and that, yeah. Just in case the thing hits me with something crazy. My DPS is so terrible. I've even got Darling helping, and it's still so bad. Can I examine this? I can. It's a gallows speaker. Undead. Epic ward. Legendary power. Legendary ward. Ghost touch. When afflicted creature casts a spell, it takes 10d10 damage. Feedback. I think I did the feedback to it, right? I've got a dot. Okay, there we go. Alright, we got a lunar gem, and we got some bleak alternators. We're looking for the base, and we're following the underboss. I thought that was the underboss right there, but I guess this is just a alternate way to go. So it said east, so let's try south, east, see if we keep going. You arrived at what appears to be the main base of the body snatchers. It's eerily quiet. There's a note on the floor. You find a mostly burnt scrap paper. Intact section mentions making deliveries to a loading dock. Okay. So we're underground. Are we headed even, like, towards the ocean? Well, we're definitely going the right way. I mean, there's a whole bunch of them here. We've got to get these warlocks, like, first. They do so much damage. Just gonna follow the door, stay to the left if we can. Okay, no way to get down there. I see a chest. That's a shrine. Okay, that's good. Katrin the Claw, underboss. You know, am I the only one who noticed that the shrine looked like Eberron shrines? I thought that the Ravenloft shrines looked a little bit different. Maybe I'm mistaken. I might have just saw it out of the corner of my eye and be mistaken. God, my damage is so low. All right, we pushed them. We've got the imp phase. Somebody's asking a question. Another one of those electrical things, but I don't see electricity, so... Okay, we can pull the lever. Drop the floor. Is that where I'm going? Assuming. Okay, we'll pull this lever. No idea what we just did. Oh boy. Corpse chewer pet. So all the rats, I mean, they don't want them eating the dead bodies, right? Because they need to reanimate them. So I'm not quite sure why they have this pet. Do they use it to kill the people and then animate them? Or it's just like a mascot, probably, right? The ghost is really cool, like that we saw, but the insane amount of rats that we're seeing is just nuts. My DPS is so low. Okay, that thing is gone. Is there anywhere to go down here, or am I done? Like, why did I even come down here? Okay, yes, there's a chest. We got Bleak Resistors, a legendary victory, and... Wisdom 16? Dude. That's insane. That is totally new for this patch. 16, they raised it. 15 was the highest. Now we can do 16. That's incredible. That is so much wisdom. So that means I'm going to have to keep my eyes out for Charisma 16, Constitution 16. I wonder if they're going to increase Kenneth crafting so that we can craft 16. Didn't I find the Deadmonger's base? Like, shouldn't that be... I thought I just did. Yeah, see, these shrines, those are Eberron shrines, I'm almost positive. Oh, maybe they're not. Maybe they are Ravenloft shrines. Yeah, yeah. So I thought we found the base. We did the underboss. We still need that one. So we'll go down here and see if we can find it over here. Okay, this is definitely not the right way. This is just like a storeroom or like a bunk. Whatever they call it here, the where they all basically live, all the normal members. What do they even call that? Basically like a dormitory or something. So this another dormitory? Yes. I'm not sure why you would ever open these doors, right? Like, unless you were doing a full clear. Oh, there's a lever. I see. That's why. Okay. Yeah. A second lever. Pitello, good to see you. Hope you're doing well, man. New expansion is rocking here. Yeah, Ultra Buddy. Oh god, these things hit so hard and my armor class is so terrible. They have a lot of hit points too. I even have a hireling out and it's really not doing a lot of damage. I guess Darling doesn't do that much damage. So Pi, you got set up on Shadowdale. Yes, I saw your characters there and that's great. I'm playing on Cormyr right now because my main on Shadowdale was the one that I had a problem with the name, and I finally got the name sorted out, but I'm still only level 24, so I tried to do this content level 24, but it's legendary level 38 on Elite, so it was just way too hard at level 24. So I had to switch to Cormyr to get onto my level 34 Warlock, and the good thing about that is because Cormyr is the smallest server, it doesn't really get the lag that the other servers get, and because today is the first day of a brand new expansion, it's probably going to get really busy on Shadowdale and Thrain in a few hours. It's 3:30 Eastern right now. I would say like 2 hours from now, the server's probably going to be full and it's probably going to be slow, and at least for me it is. So, you know, that's kind of why I'm like over here. The character is high enough level and I'm not getting instantly killed, and also the lag is a lot better. My ping here is 76, so if you have a character on Cormyr, you can put in the guild if you want, but that's why I'm not on Shadowdale right now. I was on Shadowdale. I picked up all like the first time stuff for the expansion. So I don't understand, like I found the base. Find the base. That's what it says like to do. I did. I found the base. We're in the base. Dude, do I need to go upstairs? Oh, I need to go upstairs. I was just talking about the architecture for this new expansion. Looks really cool. It looks kind of like a kind of like a modern city in a way, like a urban, like it's based on like a city in Europe. I'm not sure if they actually based it on a real city or if they just made it up, but it made me feel like they have a lot of assets in place to do player housing, and I'm hoping that that's something that they consider and something that they do going forward. World of Warcraft, literally, they're launching their expansion with player housing right now. So, like, it's sort of a thing. And a lot of people are super excited about that over there. That's it. It says, appears to be an order for bodies. Uthred, another batch of bodies is required so that maybe we can continue to do our research, deliver them to the usual place in the usual way. Payment is based on the quality of the goods. You find an envelope next to this bearing the seal of Ludendorff University. So there's a regular demand for corpses coming from the college. But that still didn't find or qualify as the base of the Deadmonger. So where are we? Does that mean we need to go back? Probably need to go back this way. I just don't want to get like lost in this maze under here and fight every single side boss. Oh, I see. So we opened that door. Okay, so we're going the right way now. Oh, I totally failed that spell cast. Yeah, I'm excited about the gear set because it's similar to Isle of Dread, and I really like the Isle of Dread. I'm sad, though, that it doesn't have a set bonus. The Isle of Dread set bonuses are really good, so... You have to make the set bonuses with the Sun and Moon augments, and the Sun and Moon augments have been traditionally harder to find. They're not super difficult to find, but like the rare ones are. So. This is a boss. I can't hold it. Can't pull out the buddy though. And I can give myself displacement so it doesn't hit me. So you can see Warlock DPS is just so god-awful. It's ridiculous. 52, 63, 13, 4, 9. Like, it's... After playing the Monk Thrower, the Dex Thrower, so good. Like, I was doing hundreds of thousands of damage per hit with that Monk. And then I come over here and I do, you know, 48, 52, 41, 57. It's so stupid. They made it a little bit better on the Dark Bargainer where you can get extra die by going into that stance. And then they also gave like a few of the racial abilities that do single target damage for bosses that make it a little bit better. And then the mist itself makes it a little bit better, but... Overall, what they need to do is they need to give the they need to give us back our dice. So basically, if we look at that pack die at 22, they need to give us our Eldritch Blast. They need to make that the same number so that they just go up at the same rate. So we get 22 of those and 22 of those. That would equal out the DPS and probably make it feel a lot better. And the other thing to keep in mind, too, with the Warlock is that in Epics, you have to buy your damage as feats. So you have to take Epic pack die. You have to take the feat for the Eldritch dice, you know? So it's like, it's not like a weapon that you can just pick it up and equip it. You actually have to take the feats for it. Which is sort of really lame. Like, you see, I had to take Epic Pack Die, and then I had to take Epic Eldritch Blast just to make sure that my damage didn't fall off a cliff. So I think that they just need to rework how Warlocks function and make it a little bit better damage, because it doesn't really compete with other spellcasters or melee or range. Just blow them away, right? So... What they do have, though, is, like, utility. They bring a lot of, you know, they can do a lot of different things. They're very survivable. So, you know, and they get, like, a lot of CC. That's just a very, you know, like, jack of all trade. So even though we don't kill everything super fast, we eventually will kill everything. So this is the leader. Okay. Uthrid the Pick. What are they gonna do once their leader is dead? I wonder. I wonder. We've already killed like 9 of his lieutenants. We killed his pet rat. He's having a really bad day. Bro, oh, it's so bad. He's got 385,000 hit points, which is why he feels so slow to kill. I'm just gonna basically dump all of my DPS stuff on him. What happened to Darling? Wasn't Darling attacking him? She'll help. No, she's not attacking. Okay, now she's attacking. You think he's gonna run? Beleaguered dead. He barks, bring out the stitch jobs. So he's sicking zombies on us now. It's okay. We're not afraid of zombies. Don't know what that is on the ground. That's weird. He does like an AoE effect, I guess. All right, there he goes. Wow, that's a lot of XP. We did not find out clues and rumors. We did not find information on the body snatchers themselves, and we did not learn any rumors from locals as optionals, but we did the quest. See if we get anything. Hopefully we get something since we're streaming and you guys could take a look at it. No, we got nothing. We literally got all generic stuff. Those are the crafting mats. Filigrees are dropping here. It looks like these filigrees are salt marsh filigrees, though. I could be wrong. Maybe they redid these filigrees, but I don't think that they did. There's a solar gem. So we're seeing these pretty common. I'm not sure though how rare this particular one is. And then we just got a random piece of normal loot. I'm not going to re-roll, but I'll show you guys what we did find that's super wackadoodled. Look at these. I don't know why, for some reason, since they did that last update, whenever I highlight something, it vanishes, but you can see what I'm talking about, right? Maybe if I drag it here. Wisdom 16. So they basically raised the cap on the highest level. So Wisdom 16, bro, at level 32, that's insane. That's insane. I only have plus 15, right? Because plus 15 was the old cap. So now just random loot is spawning ultra great, rare stuff. Obviously, we'll be able to craft 16, but initially you can get 16. So I'm going to basically hunt for a Charisma 16 item and probably a Constitution 16, right? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with like when I mouse over, why things disappear, but I haven't changed anything in the settings. It's just since they did that last update, it's been doing that. But we're done. We did that. That was the second quest. And that's what the town looks like, Lamordia. It looks like some European town or you know, some urban American city. And it's got like sort of, is it Gothic architecture? I mean, it feels a little bit like that. The lamps and the way the bricks are. But it appears to be a very big zone. I don't know how high up the kill count goes for this, but I'm assuming it's 7,500. Usually it's like zones that are super big, that's what they have, but I could be wrong. Somebody will get a map online and post some stuff. Like, I want to know what is over there. Can we even go over there? The mob density, though, is not that thick. That's one of the things that I noticed, at least in the city. So it doesn't really feel like, is that another rare? No, he kind of looked... The color of his name looks different than the other ones, so... Maybe I'm wrong, though. This is a new mob. These sort of ghosts. They look really cool. Like, look at that. They look kind of like ghostly skeletons. I wonder if you can take the ship to the island. It looks like it's a quest. So I'm not sure. We're gonna try. We're gonna try to magic carpet over to that. Whatever that is. So this is a quest. I don't have it. Sunfall and sunlight, but we'll see if we can actually get over there. And it's looking like there's an invisible wall here. Yeah, so it's not letting me actually go over there. So that's just like a distant sprite for ambiance, but like there's an invisible wall all around this ship. I think I see another quest entrance over there, so we'll go over. I need to go back to the city hall and talk to the person and get the next quest, but part of what I wanted to do was take a look around and see what's going on just randomly. I wonder if I can go in here or if it's a quest. It looks like just a random cave. It is a random cave. Oh, wow. So it's a random cave, and it's probably going to be some sort of like crazy, like area boss, like the Tyrannosaurus Rex in Isle of Dread. If I pop it, it's going to probably kill me, right? Well, nothing popped. Let's see if I can find anything. It's a polar bear cave? Bro, in real life, polar bears are like super dangerous. Yeah, I would not want to meet a polar bear in real life. I think I'd rather meet anything else. Maybe not a hippopotamus might be worse, but probably not. I can't think of anything that would... Polar bear will try to eat you. Like, they actively think of humans as like hors d'oeuvres. Whereas a hippo is just territorial, right? They're just basically like animal Karens. You know, they'll get angry that you're in their zone and they'll stomp you to get out, but they're not going to try to eat you. I'm not sure what's in here, man. Like, I don't know. Maybe you need to bring something in here, or maybe there's some trigger, but it doesn't seem like there is anything. It's all the fun of exploring. I'm sure people have like played this on the test server and they're like, they already know what all this stuff is, but this is my first time seeing all of this content, so. You can't get through there. Yeah, there's nothing in here, man. Just a bunch of polar bears. And they didn't trigger anything. And it doesn't look like there's anything here. I'm wondering if it's a random spawn, like you have to reset the map and then come back, and then there's a random chance that there could be a world boss in here. That probably makes the most sense to me. So we just didn't get lucky. Kind of like if you go out to the Isle of Dread, sometimes the Tyrannosaur is there and sometimes it isn't. I guess that's kind of what's going on. That's cool. Is that bird going to attack me? Yes. It's a bat. And ice elementals. Keep in mind, we have not looted anything. I have both of the VIP, like whatever the loot buffs for being VIP, and I have a lesser elixir of discovery on. So, like, we still haven't found a piece of loot. So it gives you an indicator of how rare, like, the loot tables are. I definitely agree with all of the posts and people who have complained about it, and it is something that I won't bore you guys complaining about, but I do feel like they need to ease it up a little. I think rarity is important to have, and it's not... most video games have it, like World of Warcraft. Anybody who hunted for Invincible's reigns, I always use that as an example, knows, like... you have rarity. We have that with gibbers. Like, that's great. Of course, it's fun to go after gibbers because it's super hard to get, but I don't think doing a set bonus for new gear in a zone should be, like, super, super difficult to get, because that's the whole point. Like, people need to re-gear, right? So, like, you don't want to have to grind for 6 months just to get your gear. There are some games that are like that, though. Like, Star Wars The Old Republic, for example, you could probably spend 6 months literally farming to get perfect gear, but it's not fun. You do a lot of repetitive stuff, and then as soon as they release an update, they raise the cap. You have to do it all over again. So, like, I kind of lost interest doing that. This Shrine of Mist, this is the one that gives you that new buff, I'm almost positive, and in order to like interact with this, I need to have a gift, right? I wish to claim a gift heroic, but I don't have the thing. I'm wondering, can I just get it? You may only bear one gift from a shrine. If you already have a gift, you can switch to another gift with another offering. I don't have an offering, but we're going to see what happens right now if I just do this. You can upgrade your gift. Dark Bargainer can still claim their gift from a shrine as long as they do not already have one from a pact. All right, so I liked Web Touch Wretch. We're going to try that. You lack the correct offering. Yeah, see, we have to finish doing the heroic and the legendary sagas in order to get the offerings, in order to claim these. Yeah, but that's cool. That's where it is. We found a named ice flincer. All right. Burgless. He's a CR39. All of these chests drop. We got bleak wire. I think those are the equivalent of black pearls. Now I'm wondering if the rares are going to be in the same spot every time. I hope so. Oh, another cave. More polar bears? No. Ice. Ice elementals and rats. Lots of rats. So this is another one of those like areas where I'm not quite sure what happens in it. I'm not sure whether or not like things have a chance of spawning and we're just not getting lucky and finding one. Or if you have to actually bring something here to trigger something. It certainly looks like something can go on in here. Oh, well, there's supposed to be giants. This looks like a giant's home. So maybe there's like a rare giant that can be in here? More polar bears. Yeah, that's interesting. Doesn't seem like there's anything. I'm hearing noises. What are oh, those are spiders. Wonder if it's going to be a rare giant. Well, we haven't found anything yet, so if it is a rare giant, we'll have to come back. That's a cool building right there. Wonder what it is. Time to stand. My watch doesn't understand. You can't just stand in the middle of a live stream, bro, playing a video game. I'm sure people do play from standing desks, though. Oh my god. Dude, that might be my new favorite monster. A snowball poltergeist. That is a cool bridge. That bridge is wrecked. This looks like an automobile bridge, though, right? Like, this city feels really modern. There's more snowball poltergeists down under the bridge. But there, I don't see anybody crazy living under the bridge, so. It's a bunch of sea lions living in the frozen river. Yeah, look at those things. They're so cool. They need to give us a snowball poltergeist pet. What building is this? Good lord. That is a wild looking sky. This looks like some sort of a factory. It's not though, you can't go in it unless the door's on the other side. That's too bad. It's a cool looking building. Yeah, that's my one complaint, man. Like, I want to be able to go in these buildings. World of Warcraft, you can go in any building that you see. If you can ride up to it, you can go into it. All right, so we've been here. So maybe this zone isn't that big. Because we have been here. Like, I think I went in a circle. We already talked to these. So I'm thinking this map might be as big as the Feywild then, right? Like, it doesn't feel like they made it super gigantic because I think we just literally went around the whole thing. Yeah, if that's the whole size of it right there, then this zone is small. This is like it might even be smaller than the Feywild. It's got height, right? It's got depth because you can go up on the roof, you can go down, and then it's got that underground. I wonder if we can actually get to the underground as the Slayer zone, but it could also be that there's a section that I just haven't found yet and I don't know about it. It looks like the over here gets pretty tight. Snowflake ooze. They got really creative. And my little Archon with his wizard hat on, I can no longer see it. That's got to be a bug with the update. Like, for some reason, my Archon is no longer visible. Let's get rid of her and then see if I can fix that. Yeah, it doesn't look like... Oh, there's the Archon. Can I put the hat on it? Okay, now it's working. It got bugged. Yeah, we were here. We were here, but I guess this dock area is bigger than I thought. Okay, that's a quest. It's another quest. Pretty cool. I think we're at the edge of this map over here. Yeah, it looks like we are. Dude, random polar bears. This is horrifying. All right, let's look. Yeah, so I can go across here. And then I went around the whole of the map. Yeah, so it's a small map. It could be, though, that there's a second part that you have to travel to. That's the city hall right there. Let's go back to the city hall. Scientist fixer. They sound weird. Wax museum. Can we go in there? Is that a quest? No, we can go in there. It's pretty cool. A bunch of people. I'm riding a horse in a wax museum. So this is cool. This is what I mean. Like, it would be really cool if all the buildings where you were able to do this. I'm sure at some point that will become like a quest entrance or something. But super cool. What's attacking me? Oh. All right, here we go. This is City Hall. Jack Dragon, good to see you. Yeah, it could be. I'm thinking that's exactly what it is. So, Earhard Guildmeister, we did his quest. So you put a dent in the body snatcher population. Too bad they're like cockroaches. There's always more of them. Yeah, well, we did decimate them down there. Sounds like they're delivering bodies to the university. Can't help you there. The university is too posh for my lot. Better see whether the mayor can help you out. So we got to keep our eye out for another plus 16. Okay, so we ask them about the university. You should be able to find out at the university who's receiving the corpus from the body snatcher. You must consult with Anig von Dolchberg right away. The chancellor won't be pleased to have you investigating the university, but we can't have gangsters mixed up with the citadel of higher learning, can we? Okay, I will speak with Anika von Dolchberg at the university. We'll see what's going on. You should find out at the university. Yes, yes, yes. We'll do that. Let's see. Where did we go here? So we've done 2. Yeah, we're working through it, and then we will get our reward, which we need to upgrade the thing, but I'm pretty sure we have to do the heroic one as well in order to get the initial reward. I'm not sure though. It could be that when you do the legendary, they give you this selection of either the heroic or the legendary version. I'm assuming though when you do the heroic version, they do not give you the option to get the upgrade legendary version, right? So you, but I don't know yet. I haven't turned these in, but if that's the case, that means that I will have to do 12 quests over here. Heroic, go out to that statue, activate my buff, the new buff, and then I'll have to come here and do 12, get the upgrade for the buff, and then apply that buff. And then I would keep that as a buff until I reincarnate. I actually think that's fantastic. I think that's a great system. Like super, super cool, easy to understand. You're doing sagas anyway. A lot of the saga rewards were sort of like meh, so I think it's great. I do think too that hopefully going forward that they listen to the feedback. I gave them a lot of feedback personally about how the saga rewards should offer in the selection of loot, some of the rare loot. So if you've been grinding for rare loot, you can just run a bunch of sagas and then you have a chance of finding the rare piece that you're looking for in the saga rewards. I've not heard back that they've listened to me or done that, but that was my idea when I was on the test server.
Where are you going? Hunting for gold that is flowing. Somewhere in the cold world, yet there is no knowing. Hey la, oh la 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 la. We love games, there's a standing stone. Let's make camp. stars high.